never felt this way. Can't get enough, so stay with me. It's not like we got big plans. Let's drive around town on 10 hands. And you need to know you're the only one, alright.
Why are you always on this? All you can say is
And you need to know that you keep me all night, all night.
Phyllis Berry.
It's so good.
What the fuck? Two goes. Oh, it was mad. It was true. Oh my God,
It's so good. I love you so bad, so bad. Not cool in all my clothes. Not woman to be close to me. Slow dance these summer nights. Our disco ball is my kitchen. You need to know that nobody could take your place. And you need to know that I'm hella obsessed with your face. Your face. It's so One, two, three, one, over and over again. Going right back to the start, starting from where we began. And I don't wanna be your friend, I just wanna
So I drank to your success.
Try to fit you in a box with a little bit of passion. Cause you won't fit and I'll give you up. And I don't wanna be your love, and I just wanna be your love. And even if I'm chasing you, no matter what, I keep running back to you. I can't lose this time, and no matter what I do, I can't lose my. I keep on running back to you. I can't lose this time, and no matter what I do, I can't lose my. I can't lose my.
toast to a wonderful weekend and tomorrow to a glorious day.
I'm happy to be here for Sarah and Tim. And I wish you everything, the best that I can ever wish anyone. I love you both, and always remember.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming. And tomorrow, we're going to party it on down.
Coming closer 'cause I want you near. Lean in, won't you? Come on over 'cause you're all welcome here. If only we could all get together. If only we could all have company. If only we could all get together. All the better off we all could be. So won't you come by, don't you be a stranger 'cause you're all a friend to me. These days get a little better with a little company.
Your hands, baby.
Only we could all get together. Only we could all have company.
Yeah.
Love you. Love you.
Dude,
Wow. Everybody watch out. We did it! Amazing. Fluff it up. There's 3 layers. Get some air. We all like air. Let's go.
welcome to all who have traveled so far and gathered here this day in this wonderful country, in this beautiful city, and in this amazing fortress to share in this marriage ceremony of Sarah and Tim. Everyone gathered here today was invited to this ceremony because you have played a special role in Sarah and Tim's lives. You are present at this ceremony to celebrate their marriage and to witness their vows of love to one another. And so I ask you all, will all of you gathered here to witness this union do all in your power to love and support this couple now and in the years ahead? If so, please respond, we will.
We will!
Now I would like to ask Maya, mother of the bride, and Phyllis, mother of the groom, to please stand up. Sarah and Tim would like you both to know that all the time, devotion, and emotion of being a mother did not go unnoticed. It has been through your guiding compassion, your words of wisdom, and your embrace of support and love that their lives have evolved to this point. You saw in them infinite potential and placed great hope in their future. You have been there during the joyous times and supported them during the difficult times. You willingly sacrificed for both of them so they would grow up strong and independent, capable of great love, capable of what they are doing here today. For this, they are forever thankful. Let us give them a round of applause. Sarah and Tim, please take each other's hands so that you may see the gift that they are to you. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other tomorrow and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief temporarily comes your way. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. And these are the hands that will tenderly hold your children soon. These are the hands that will give you support and encouragement to chase down your dreams. And these are the hands that will hold you tight as you struggle through difficult times. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And these are the hands that will lift your chin and brush your cheek as they raise your face to look into your eyes that are filled with overwhelming love for you. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Now, Tim and Sarah, I'm going to ask you to make some pledges before we get to the vows. Tim, do you choose to marry Sarah, to speak the words that will join you with her as your wife for the rest of the days of your life? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
And Sarah, do you marry Tim to speak the words that will join you with him as your husband for the rest of the days of your life? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
We're not there yet.
Wait.
Your wedding, buddy. Your wedding.
Sarah and Tim, may the promises you make this day live always in your hearts and in your home, so that all which you share now deepens and grows through the years, leading you through a lifetime of happiness. A wedding is more than a celebration of the love which lives in our bride and groom's hearts today. It reaches into the future and proclaims their intentions for that which tomorrow shall hold. A couple who wed are joined not only by the mutual affection and love they share, but also by their hopes, dreams, and by their promises of what will be. The promises and vows they make this day shall guide them into their common future. I will ask you now if you are prepared to make this promise. If so, answer, we are.
We are.
Okay, calm down.
How many of these are there?
Just a couple more. Before you are joined together in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these, your family, friends, and community, I am bound to remind you publicly of the solemn, the serious, and the permanent nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Sarah and Tim, do you come here freely and without reservation to enter a marriage as companions living together as one, enjoying equality? Do you promise to love, respect, assist, and look after each other for the rest of your lives? Are you prepared to live in harmony and jointly strive for the welfare of your family? If so, answer, we will.
We will.
Do you need a chair or anything? Tim, will you receive Sarah as your wife? Will you pledge to her love, faith, and tenderness, cherishing her with a husband's loyalty and devotion? If so, answer, I will.
I will.
And Sarah, will you receive Tim as your husband? Will you pledge to him your love, faith, and tenderness, cherishing him with a wife's loyalty and devotion? If so, answer, I will.
I will.
You're a little try. You're a little try. Stop staging me. Okay. And lastly, Sarah and Tim. To create a life together with the blessing of this earth requires that you honor the divine in each other and in yourself. That you honor the many choices and voices of the soul, the joys, the delights, the love, as well as the anger, the fear, the illness, and the unhealed wounds. That you not ask your life partner to be any less than a fully formed person, committed to you in love, but still possessed by that strange and sometimes bewildering gift of freedom. We are to accept our life partners for all that they are, embracing each other in all our complexity, in times of delight, in the fullness of dreams, in the moments of sorrow, conflict, and loss. This is both Earth's blessing and charge to you, to live together with courage and honor whatever time in its unfolding mystery may bring. I will ask you now if you are prepared to make these promises. If so, answer, yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Don't cry, Vinny. and Jimmy, if I could have Tim's ring.
You got it.
Jim won't cry. Jim won't cry. Jim won't cry.
May these rings remind you that your love, like the sun, warms all that it touches. Like the moon, brightens up the night. Like the eye is a gateway to your innermost soul. And your love, like the arms that embrace you, makes everything right in the world. May the vows and promises you make today be as ever present in your hearts as these rings are in your fingers. May these wedding rings be a reminder to Sarah and Tim of the commitment they make today, and be as a testimony to all the world of their devotion in marriage. May these rings henceforth be the chaste and changeless symbol of your evermore pure and unending affection.
I, Timothy, take you, Sarah,
To be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer.
though we hope not too poor,
You're not too poor.
in sickness and in health,
In sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish
to love and to cherish,
from this day forward
from this day forward,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
I, Sarah, take you, Timothy,
To be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
May the blessings of life, the joy of love, the peace of truth, and the wisdom and strength of spirit be your constant companion. That said, I now pronounce you husband and wife, and you may seal it with a kiss. These two lives are now joined in one unbroken circle. May the rings on their fingers symbolize the touch of the spirit of love in their hearts. Wherever they go, may they always return to one another in their togetherness. May these two find in each other the love for which all men and women yearn. May they grow in understanding and in compassion. May the home which they establish together be such a place of sanctuary that many will find there a friend. I now have the great honor of presenting to you Mr. and Mrs. Timothy R. Beers.
Tim and Sarah. And Mr. Beers. rings. They got rings. They got the rings. Yeah, we got the rings over here.
Let's hear it for Chris and Debbie. Chris and Debbie.
Can't get enough to stay with me. It's not like we can make plans. Let's drive around town on two hands. And you need to know only
Jim and Steph. Bring it.
you need to know that you keep me all night.
Mark, Mike, and Gigi. John and Sydney. Dan and Angela. Trevor, Dan and Angela. Kelvin and Leslie. Andrew and Andrea. Will and Sandy.
I will feel a glow just thinking of you in the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh wrinkles your nose, touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never, never change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Touches my foolish heart. Lovely, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight.
I see skies so blue and clouds so white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I sing to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They really say, I watch them grow. They learn much more than I never know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. One, two, one, bam,
You boys are men now.
Hi everybody, I'm Tim's older sister, Georgia. Thank you for joining us tonight. Trustworthy and loyal, these are authentic traits that have made Tim an amazing brother, an incredible friend to so many people, and will make him a wonderful husband to Sarah. I remember the first night that Tim introduced us to Sarah. We were blown away by this beautiful lady, but it was her inner beauty that captivated our hearts. She made such an impact that I still remember what she was wearing and the color of her nail polish. Black, my kind of girl. Meeting Sarah was like being reunited with an old friend. It was easy conversation and lots of laughs. Yep, she definitely had Sissy's approval. Later that night, Tim told my mom that he was going to marry Sarah one day, and here we are. The thing about Tim and Sarah is you can actually see the love that they share. It is physically palpable, and it is inspiring. I wish that everyone could experience that kind of love in their lifetime. It is genuine and pure. I think that is a testament to both of our parents and the example of love that both Tim and Sarah grew up with. Maya and Amir, and our parents, Tim and Phyllis, they are epic examples of what true love is and what it takes to love someone unconditionally and be a good partner. I know that 32 years from now, I will remember this night as vividly as the night I gained a sister. And I couldn't feel any more blessed. Sarah, you are a diamond. Timmy, good job. So my husband, Mark, and I would like to wish you two a future that is blessed with sex, drugs, and rock and roll. My bad. I mean love, happiness, laughter, health, and prosperity. We love you to the moon and back. Cheers.
I don't see Tim as a best friend as much as I see him as my brother. And I can't, you know, it's true. It's true. He's the first person I call if something ever goes wrong, or even if it goes right. Timmy is still the first person I call. He's always been there for me no matter what. He's the first person in my life who will tell me what I need to hear, not exactly what I want to hear, you know, because the truth is very difficult sometimes, but you have never failed to tell me what I need to hear, and it's always put me on the right path, you know. I was talking to Mr. Beers yesterday, and he said, Ben, do you feel like you're missing your friend just a little bit now that they're married? And I say, no, I don't. And I will cry, Amir. No, I don't feel like I'm losing a friend or any part of him. What I do feel like is that I'm gaining not just my brother, but now a sister. The one I've never had. Sarah's the smartest, strongest, most confident person, and tough. What Sarah does is she makes people better, the people around her better. And she's made Tim a better man than he already was. And I think that's important. I think that's what you should look for in somebody. So, Tim, Sarah, may your love always be as strong as the walls that surround us right now, and as inconquerable as the city of Dubrovnik has always been. Cheers. Givli. I said it, Amir. I did it.
sorry. Be careful what you do. Don't go run with your good song. And boy, I'm sorry. Be kind of wrong. Be careful what you do. Cause it all becomes the truth. He and she, it's not my love. She's just a girl who crazy. The one. But it's teasing my myself.
want to start by saying this wedding is incredible, and it's totally my style because Sarah knows. So, Mom and Dad, take notes. Also, a big thank you to the Beers and the Bezdrov family for putting this together. It's been such a pleasure to watch you become this beautiful woman that I aspire to be. My relationship with Sarah is like a fine wine. It becomes more flavorful with age. When you finally open this bottle and have a glass, you cherish the time you've invested in the bottle and share it with great company. And then, of course, open 10 more bottles. Well, this week we've shared that. During our Bachelor and Bachelorette barbecue, which some of you joined in on, I pointed out that the trio, who for those of you who don't know is me, Andre, and Sarah, we're each 2 years apart. We all immigrated to America. We're the trio. They hashtag Nasharaya, which means our crew, for those of you that don't know. I pointed out that the trio is having the best time we've ever had to Sarah. And she said, it's because we've never been this age yet together. And this somehow summed up our entire relationship for me. Because every year is very different. And growing up with Sarah has been what I've always imagined. Having an older sister, but way better. Because we never fought for the bathroom or had to share clothes. Because nobody wants their clothes stolen on their first day of school. She made my first AIM chat room account and told me that I needed to use it. Placed an L on my forehead when All Star by Smash Mouth was a hit, which was really embarrassing. Helped me move into my college house and gives me endless advice on boys, which will happen until I get married, by the way. Just how lucky she was to go on a pirate-themed bar crawl and meet Tim and Jim. Over the years, Tim has proven to be the best match for Sarah. He is creative, adventurous, caring, pragmatic, genuine, and Bosnian. Tim is Bosnian for all of the following reasons. He enjoys turning the lamb on the spit, a very important act of actually making the lamb. He loves rakia. Bosnian plum brandy, or as our current group has coined it this week, plum drink. That gets you plum drunk. He understands Bosnian accents, very heavy ones for that matter, very hard task. He loves Ivad. He eats when he's not hungry, especially when offered by Maya, Sarah's mom. He can handle Sarah when she goes full Bosnian, which can get pretty overwhelming. And importantly, he knows what she's saying when she speaks to him in Bosnian Croatian, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. So it's been confirmed, Tim is actually Bosnian. He just has to complete the final step of learning to speak so himself. Because of course, we need to gossip about other people in public in the States. This trip has been one of the best experiences Sarah, Tim, and I have shared together. And I can say with confidence, we have shared that bottle of wine with the best company probably visiting Dubrovnik right now. I couldn't be more honored to stand by them on this very special day. Sarah, I hope to find someone that loves me as much as Tim loves you. He knows exactly when to motivate you and when to balance you out. And Tim, thanks for always standing by her side. It's incredible to know that Sarah is going to continue her life with such a wonderful man. I wish you both a marriage similar to all the wonderful couples here, full of happiness, tears, arguing, planning, creativity, and most importantly, love, especially the kind that comes behind closed doors. And for those of you that don't know, cheers here directly translates, we live. So if everyone can join me in raising their glasses, really, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
All right. I had this whole thing, but I'm not doing that. So, here's where we land. I've known Tim since we were, like 4 years old, 6-ish, kindergarten time. And the Beers family has, quite honestly, taken me as one of their own since I was this guy. Like, I'm probably like here. With that being said, I can honestly and begrudgingly say that Tim is probably the best guy I know. We all know it, and kind of sucks. But Mogs, Ben, where are you? There you are. He's the best of us. Go to hell, Timmy. I've always kind of been, the bad side of Tim. But I come to visit Tim and Ben, and we go out, having a good time, and we meet Sarah, who's awesome. And she wouldn't even give Tim her number at all. Wasn't having it. I'll give you a time and a place tomorrow. You can meet me, and we'll see how this goes. Cool. Good to go. So the next day, Tim and I are walking to this bar, and he just stops. And he turns around and he looks at me. He's like, Jim, I need you right here. Right here. I'm like, okay. And I swear to God, he can see into my soul. Like, I'm terrified at this point. He goes, Jim, don't you fuck this up for me. And I like almost fell over, I'm like, oh shit, this is serious. Okay, man, let's go. We'll do this, it's good to go. So, the point is, Tim knew then just how special Sarah is, for sure. And every day since then, she has shown us over and over again. So I'll say that, Sarah, welcome to the family. We love you so much. Cheers. And I won't be rude again. Tim, don't mess this up. I know you won't. I love you so much, brother. Cheers, bro. Jim Lee. Let's have fun, guys.
Because I'm all about it, baby's no trouble. All about it, baby's no trouble. All about it, baby's no trouble. All about it, baby. I'm ready for the night. I've seen the pictures there. I know you think you're right. Call me back. Every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. And my mama, she told me don't worry about it. She says, no, and I need no more booty to hold it tight. Do it, no, I won't be no sleeping, no stealing, no more, no. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and because you know all about it, baby's no trouble. All about it, baby's no trouble. All about it, baby's no trouble. All about it, baby's because you know all about it, baby's no trouble. All about it, baby's no trouble. All about it, baby's no trouble. All about it, baby's because you know all about it, baby's no trouble. All about it, baby's no trouble. All about it, baby's
the man, the legend, Tim Bears. Yeah.
Thank you, Christian. First, I want to just thank Christian. Christian's a great friend and our designated MC for the night, and he's been doing an amazing job. Thank you, Christian. Truth be told, we gave him this position so he wouldn't drink a liter of rakia, which resulted in the hashtag plum drink. Never saw a guy get in a fight with himself until I met Christian. Dear friends and family, on behalf of Sarah and I, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for sharing this moment with us. When we had first decided on Dubrovnik as a wedding destination, we imagined it would be difficult for many of you to make the journey, and that maybe it was the wrong choice. Maybe we were asking for too much, and maybe we had dreamed too big. But fucking look at us. Yeah! Ow!
As the drone goes by.
For those of you that couldn't make the journey, but wish they could be here, and the others that are staring down on us from the heavens, let us raise a glass, look up to the stars, and honor those who undoubtedly played a role in our lives and the lives of our parents. Thank you for showing us the path. Cheers. When Sarah and I first met 5 years ago, it was just shortly after that we'd be separated by thousands of miles for nearly 2 months. And we were able to write emails to each other over satellite and nurture the flame that had sparked so wildly when our eyes first met. I want to share with you a passage from one of those letters, which Sarah had taken the time to collect, print, and bind in a book as a gift to me upon my safe return. And this is from Sarah. It's now been a little over a month since we met, and I feel like you've been my best friend, lover, and partner in crime forever. I can't really explain what it is with us, but I guess it's how it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to happen. It's not like my feelings for you have grown, but it's like I'm letting myself feel feelings that were there from the night we met as much as possible. I was fighting for us without even knowing it, and so were you. If every love story is true, and every prince really does rescue his princess, we have one hell of a movie in the making. I don't believe those words could feel any truer than now. Cheers to all of you. Thank you for being here and sharing this moment.
Great speech.
Ja snimao već.
Before we start the second half, I want to say again how amazing this night has been for myself, for Phyllis, for Amir and Maya, for Tim and Sarah. The love that I have felt, that I think our family has felt, that comes from you all, has been incredible. And I don't think I'll ever forget this feeling. Thank you so much for coming and being a part of this very, very, very special night in this very special place with some very special, special people. So thank you all. We will start the second half. And by the way, the Bills won tonight.
Gold jewelry shining so bright, strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Sex by the fire at night, silk sheets and diamonds all white. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. I'm talking trips to Puerto Rico. Say the word and we go. You can be my flica, girl, I'll be a flico, mamacita. I would never make a promise that I can't keep. I promise that your smile ain't gonna never leave. Shopping sprees in Paris, everything 24 carats. Take a look in that mirror. Now tell me who's the fairest. Is it you? Is it you? Is it me? Is it me? Say it's us.
belt the cow. And forget about gang, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suit. So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with their clothes. Then bend over to the front and touch your toes. I left the jag and I took the roll. If they ain't nothing, then I put them on foot patrol. How you like me now when my penny's valued over 300,000? Let's drink, you the one to please. Chris fill cups like double D. Me and Ursh once more when we leave them dead. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed that say.
Return to the Mac. Get it what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get up, fresh out, strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is a party. A posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. That Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, I'm my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back question. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Line up, bounce hard just to get down. tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena, que tu cuerpo para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena, Macarena.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
Pasito a pasito, suave suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Cuando tú me besas, con esa destreza, yo te haré malicia con delicadeza. Pasito a pasito, suave suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Y es que esa belleza es un rompecabezas, pero para montarlo aquí tengo la pieza. Oye,
Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firma las paredes de tu laberinto, hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito. Sube, sube. Quiero firmar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo, que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Favorito, favorito, baby. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro, hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Despacito. I feel so close to you right now, it's a force field. I wear my heart up on my sleeve like a big deal. Your love pours down on me, surround me like a waterfall. And there's no stopping us right now. I feel so close to you right now.
Cheers to Sarah and Tim. Have a wonderful life together, Volume Bus.
Team, jedva čekám na posledný Bosanec, Volume Bus.
This week I get a new sister. My brother chose a diamond. Tim and Sarah, we are so happy for you. Sarah, we're so happy you're joining our family. We love you both. Cheers.
Congratulations, you two. You guys are the ideal couple. I'm privileged to be witnessing the two of you guys making this tremendous, jump to marriage together. Cheers to both of you guys.
Hi, you guys. I'm so happy we found each other. It's gonna be such a beautiful weekend. So happy to celebrate you. And Sarah, we've been through so much, and I'm just so happy we're here. And it's such a perfect setting. And Tim, always remember Sarah's right. And I hope you guys have a long, happy marriage and life. We're so happy.
Hi, Bez. Love you so much. So happy for your big day, and so overwhelmed with joy for you and Tim. I'll never forget going to your apartment and being like, yo, you need to bag this. This is crazy. But I love you guys, and I'll see you on your big day.
The moment I met Sarah, I knew that she was going to be one of my sisters for life.
We've done baseball games, we've done random things like running around in shopping carts in CVS, going to music festivals. And when she met Tim, I was just so ecstatic for them, and to be a part of this all is just something that I know that, you know, we'll cherish forever, and I'm just so happy for them. So cheers to the beers. Tim and Sarah, this is a metaphor for my excitement. That's all I'm doing.
Sarah, I remember the first day I laid eyes on you, you were wearing a lime green pair of shorts, a tie-dye t-shirt, and you looked like you had just rolled out of bed. You've come a long way since then, and I'm so happy that you found a truly amazing guy who loves you as much as Tim does. Congrats, all the best, and I love you both.
Timmy and Sarah, Chris and I are so honored to be here to celebrate your marriage. We're so excited to be here and be a part of it. Thank you so much for including us in this. We wish you a lifetime of happiness, so cheers. Congratulations.
When your best friend gets married, the one thing that you wish for them is that they find somebody like Tim. They find somebody like the way Tim treats Sarah, and they find a relationship like Sarah and Tim have. Sarah, I love you. Tim, I love you. I'm so excited for you guys. Sarah, you've been there for me for almost everything, and since we've met, at least everything since we've met. And I just wanted to say, you're next.